You are welcome on board the Zoom class this afternoon. For you is Dr. Keo Carlo. We'll be talking about effective essay writing. Effective essay writing is not different from the normal essay writing you've been taught about. Essay writing is a piece of document written that is designed to describe, make an argument, expose, or narrate a situation. There are 4 types of essay writing. You have the descriptive essay, the argumentative essay, the narrative essay, and the expository essay. These 4 types of essays have one thing in common. They have some common features. And the common features are: 1, it must have an introduction. It must have an introduction. Any essay, whether descriptive, argumentative, narrative, or expository, must have an introduction. And the introduction is the area that begins the area where you begin your argument or your description or exposition of whatever information you want to pass across. Then it also has the body. The body is the development of the facts that you bring up at the introductory level or part of the essay. When you are done with the body, you go to the conclusion. In the conclusion is a summary of what you have described or discussed at the body, and which must also contain what you started with at the introduction, so that you don't have at the conclusion, you don't have to bring in any document or any material which you did not introduce or discuss at the body. The conclusion is a kind of summary of all the items you introduce and discuss at the body of the essay. Now let's take the descriptive essay. A descriptive essay is that essay which is concerned with the appearance of the world. It tells what qualities a thing has, what impression that it makes on our senses. It is aimed at suggesting to the imagination of issues or things that you hear, the things that you touch, the things that you taste or you smell. A good describer must be a good observer. For you to describe very well, you must be very observant, so that you take every detail of what you are trying to describe. In this respect, all the details you have observed must be put down in the essay to make it vivid and concrete, so that anybody reading your work and seeing what you have described, or anybody who reads your work and upon seeing what you have described will know that this is actually what you were describing, or you may have made an attempt to describe. So your description must be to the point and very vivid and clear. Is that understood? Then the next is the narrative essay. A narrative essay involves narration, which also involves actions with life in motion. It tells a story. The essence of narration is to give a sense of movement from one stage of the action or process to another. Narration involves movement of action through time. Hence, it gives a limit of time during which the event or process presented begins and ends. A narrative action must involve significant change. The event or stages of the process must be related to each other in such a way that the influence of one on the other is clear. An action must have a motive and must generate a reaction. Narration must involve movement, time, and meaning. Narration answers the questions, what happened? The organization of a narrative is based on 4 main questions. 1, who tells the story? Who are involved in the action? What are the stages in the action of the story? How long should each stage be? These answers provide the 4 pillars of a narrative essay, which include point of view, characterization, pattern, and proposition. I should also let you understand that most of the novels you read are narrative in presentation. They also combine description and sometimes also exposition. Then the next is argumentative essay. An argumentative essay consists of some propositions or statements, out of which one states a conclusion and others merely serve to support the conclusion. An argumentative essay is not strange to you. It is an argument over an issue, which is for you to analyze, copy, accept, or deny, or refuse it. It is an argument. An argument is something that you have to weave it to your own benefit, to your side. It is somehow a kind of biased reaction to a situation or to an issue, so that you want to woo the people woo the people that are listening to you to your side. The statements which support conclusions are called premises, and this is found in logic. In logic, a statement of proposition is that which can be true or false by judgment. Thus, the statement, university students are intelligent and radical-minded, could be proved either true or false. Now, let's look at it. It is usual to divide the structure of an argument into the conclusion, B, the premises. The conclusion states a proposition, point of view, or reasoned opinion which the speaker wants to communicate. The premises are the statements which support the conclusion. Consider the following statement. A military government is the worst government because it robs the people of the power to decide on who governs them and lays no moral foundation for the principle of for the principle of accountability